And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Subnautica. So in our base we got food growing, we got water being produced in the new base here. Let's go ahead and take the couple peppers we have with us. And we're gonna go test out maybe trying to make that hover bike. As well as maneuvering around with the trailer on our sea truck here. Now that I have a trailer at some point, I'm going to have to learn how to detach the trailer, because the one trailer that we've built is, of course, the one trailer that you're not allowed to have trailer bits attached to behind it. It has to be an end of trailer set run. But also, I think it's the only one... Well, depends upon how you play. It may be the only one you need if you want to move the prawn suit around, which is what we're using it for. Just realized something. We forgot something that we'd probably like when we go into the cold biome. And that something is the warm hat. I got the rebreather on right now for time underwater. Well, I think technically it's time under depth 100 meters. Deep diving. So let's go pick that up quickly. Actually get up in the moon pool here. This is one reason I don't always use the moon pool. For entry and exit. It's this one. There we go. Extra 20% cold resist, so if we're going out in the cold, we might want that. And then there's my truck. We're at 200 meters from our destination, about 100... Well, I said 200... Yeah, 200 meters out to the destination that's a kilometer out. And we're driving the truck. Now, at some point, we're gonna have to find the remaining laser cutter fragment. In theory, it's in the caves just beneath the base, so it shouldn't actually be that hard to find. Just haven't found it yet. And then I'll allow us to advance one of the other quests. Okay, in vehicle, this path we're taking here is pretty safe. This is actually somewhat possibly dangerous. The bottom side of the jellyfish do, you know, physically hurt your character. You gotta be a little careful with this area. Bye. Bye. actually drove too far. Oops. I don't have the green header up. We actually drove roughly where I wanted to be, but we're actually, I think we went under it, basically. Which is not quite the right biome. Not the biome I'm looking for, at least. Yeah, 200 meters. Gotta remember what I want is up on land, so I need to find the way up on land first. That's the way up on land. That's not the way up on land I was planning on using, but that'll work. At least worth taking a moment to explore that bit. And up we go. And now that we're on land, I should take the time to swap helmets.
Zeta, I have kind of a funny question for you. Have you picked up any kind of unusual interference during any of your robotics work?
You mean like Parvin looking over my shoulder and telling me I'm assembling my circuits wrong because it's not how his dad did it back in the day?
No. Like electrical interference in the audio or video. Any kind of flickering or clicking.
Huh, can't say that I have. Why?
Oh, so it doesn't extend as far as the bay.
What doesn't?
When Fred was bringing me to my eval, we detected something. Almost like an SOS.
At Delta? How retro. What was causing it?
I think architects are trying to communicate with us.
You always think that.
Look, it may be my job to always think that, but I'm very good at my job. Not that HR seems to care.
I won't breathe a word of this to Emmanuel.
Thanks. You're a good friend.
Okay, I have everything. And apparently, I maybe don't have the blueprint for the thing that goes on the hover thing. I got the hover pad. I have the vehicle. Might not have the, oh, yeah, okay. I've got the pad that makes the vehicle, but I don't yet have the vehicle to build on the pad. I wonder what's way pathable. And is there anything useful up here? 2 questions, semi-adjacent. Nah, I think it's not pathable. Seeing as I'm already getting sort of stuck on the terrain. Take some more peppers. Eat some of the older ones. Character's getting a little bit hungry. I feel like we're approaching the landing pad from a different angle. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Doesn't mean I just found a different way up here. I think I'm gonna take another look through quickly in Pyrobucks here, because we're here. Try to miss anything that can be scanned. So this is where we got the bits for the hover pad. Apparently I don't have the thing that hovers on the hover pad, but found the bits. Oh, another battery. The door hadn't opened. Interesting. We think we trained art. So we got some more art for the base. I think we've been to all the usable sections of this base. Explorable sections of the base, at least. Oh, I didn't come across from that side to get up there. Take one last check up over there. Okay, cylindrical flask. Probably not useful. Some more water. That's the last time we were looting the place. Although that door isn't openable. Unless there's a spot here that I need to explore with the penguin. I think we're done exploring this base. I knew there was a spot outside to explore, and we actually explored that bit already. Might get some of my stuff here from earlier. Yeah, pick the earlier stuff up. Oh, that's my inventory full. Get pepper. Okay. Don't need a snowball. Drop the snowball. No water. Titanium vein. The ladder is somewhere. Haven't been up the ladder here. Big hole down. Let's not throw ourselves down the hole in accident. Kind of seems a bit more responsible of a way down. Flare. exploring without much understanding of what I'd be looking for. And it opens up over here, and where is over here? Okay, they're just probably back up top. I do have to say, I appreciate the warmer suit. Before I was having to be constantly thinking about how I'm going to get warm.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
It's flying too high for me to scan it. Come back here. I'm gonna scan ya. Probably not going to be provided with any useful information, but I want to know. Looks like something you could jump with a hover bike. Don't have jump abilities here, so we're not doing that. Oh, there's a pepper. One of the older peppers, pick that up. That one's rotten. Okay, so it's real bad if it's rotten. Okay, so just drop that one. Don't need a rotten one. Got enough back at base to grow, and I think that's the use for the rotten ones. The rotten ones can still make plants, I presume. That was a place we could send the spy penguin in. I'm not sure how much useful equipment / information I got from doing that. Did work out. Oh no, I landed roughly where I was thinking. Where I was really planning on doing it was a little bit farther along, but that would work. And one thing I can do, taking advantage of the fact we've got our prawn suit here, is my prawn suit has storage! Yep, don't necessarily know any resources we're looking for that are going to be out in the cold. So it's probably time to head back to base if that's the case. Because there is stuff we may find in here back to base, so let's hop in the sea truck. Throw you and head back to base. And then we're going to use, or we're going to fire out the scanner room. We're going to look for fragments. We're looking for the laser cutter fragment. I think at this point should be in the tunnels beneath, well, near our base. We're only one fragment away, so we can find another fragment. We're good to go. There we go. Oh, we can even see the ice sheets up top. Okay. Fire up the fragments, please. We'll do a quick battery swap. Equipment here. Before we head out. And of course we're going to be diving around base, so I should swap back from the snow mask to the rebreather. Okay. We got a fragment down there. It's probably not the one we're looking for. Check it. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. Not what we're looking for. Just turn it into some titanium so it doesn't distract us anymore. And I say it's probably not what I'm looking for, because what I'm expecting, the place I'm expecting to be based off the wiki, is in the caves. Another vehicle bay fragment. Sea glide fragment. Looking for. That's a sea glide fragment. Again, back it up. Okay, some titanium. Now this is the right. This sort of cave is what we're looking for in. Gonna be in the first cave we check.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
Before I
remaining.
forget. Character still needs to breathe. The glide. To be fair, I think the game really wanted you to have your mobile vehicle paint, so there's lots of those fragments about. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay, let's go back to base quickly and we'll make some more storage. And some titanium we're finding into storage. Actually, putting storage closer to the A here wouldn't be the worst of plans. Will I ever need this much storage? Hopefully not. But we're gonna build it while we've got excess titanium. There we go. So all the titanium is spent for the moment. Sea-truck fragments. Again, I had a right time trying to find the sea-truck fragments, but it's not like they were hiding them. They're just kind of everywhere I wasn't looking. There's a laser cutter fragment. Not where I was expecting it either. There we go. There's the laser cutter. That was the fragment we were looking for.
New blueprint synthesized.
Diamonds and sulfur. I think we have diamonds and sulfur. It'd be in the old storage, so let's go hit the old storage up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's a couple diamonds. Yeah, we're short of sulfur. There's the sulfur. There we go. Okay, let's unpin those recipes that we've completed. So we've got a hover pad. We don't actually have anything to put on the hover pad, but we got a hover pad up somewhere. Laser cutter. Got one. Next place we're going to go is the place to use the laser cutter. First, I think we're going to put more lockers in. There we go. Hopefully made plenty of storage space. I want to swap the laser cutter out for you. Oops, of course it took the almost discharged battery. Yeah, that'll be fine. That direction we're planning on going. What we're looking for is on the ocean floor, so we're gonna try to stay at a depth where we can see the ocean floor. There's two halves of the spaceship down here. We need to cut into both halves. I've actually gone too far. I think we missed the ship. There's the ship. Well, there's half the ship. Not the way in. Metal salvage, we're not just looking for titanium, we're here. Contents of the ship. Means I need to get inside. Yeah, looks like the speaker's hole. I go in. convenient battery. We might actually need that in a bit. Copper wire. Power cell. Sealed door cut to access. There's one of the 3 fragments. Need for quest. I don't know if it's 2 and 1 or 1 and 2, so we're gonna look around for a bit more here before we completely give up at this location. Oh, I need to cut you open. Okay, I think we need to make the run for oxygen first.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, one more delve into the ship. See if we can find some more valuable stuff. Get that door open. Oh, the command chair. There's always a nice chair. This is obviously the forward section. Reactor rod. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to find on this section of the ship. If I'm wrong, there's another section to cut into. Take a quick look over. I think the other section was the bigger section. Now, if I was a smart person, I would have marked the other one on the map, but I was not. I think the other one was also deeper. There's some ore. If we were desperate for a particular type of metal, eventually harvest that. Using the prawn suit will be on the back. Oh, this hole. I remember this hole. We've been in this hole before. Victory looted, I think, the most valuable thing here, which is the iron crystals. I need diamonds and quartz. We could get some of that from that here, but it's not what we're looking for at the moment. PK8 that I... maybe. Trying to think about which vector paths I came along the ship corpses when traveling between. I know when we were traveling from our main base to some of these pig locations, we'd fly over it. Well, fly over the one I think we just went over. And I'm looking for the other one. Okay, no, it's not that one. Let's check the PK8 location. Yeah, or at least the path back from PK8 towards the base. See if we come across the ship I'm thinking of. Big vein of quartz. Oh, PK8 is you. Okay. So if that is the direction I'm thinking, it's going to be along here. Well, that might be the one we've just come across. Gotta remember, got a trail on the back that makes the thing a little bit less maneuverable for just carrying it around. Yeah, I don't remember it being this shallow. It's probably gone past it, Picking up the digital scanner fragments from the last time we were setting scanners up, but probably means we're too close to base. the detection range on my scanner room is bigger than I'm thinking. Yeah, don't think we're looking for these fragments right now. Go ahead and dock and we'll turn the fragments off here. Oh, and while we're here, it's a good time for our character to find some food to eat. Just run over to the potato plant. We're getting to the door next time. Looking at the time, I think this is probably, unless I'm going to let the part go on a bit too long, a good place to take the part break. We're going to be out looking for the other half of the ship we just found. I say just found, it was almost 10 minutes ago probably at this point, but the other half of that ship in looking for the fragments of the parallel processing unit, because we need that to advance a quest. So we only need another 2 pieces of that, and that should be in the other half of the ship. Yeah, otherwise we're looking for alien stuff. I think that's where we are in the quest at the moment. So with that, where we're going to put the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, they'll be put up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, this is the midstream break where I'm going to make a cup of tea, so I'll be back as soon as the cup of tea is made. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.